Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings. Namaste to you all. Oh, excuse me, spiritual burp already. Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025. So, 2/8, the last day of the supposedly Black Culture Month, because the culture is not just a month, it's a forever thing. But the month, I can see the recognition. Okay, so I can appreciate that. But it's like it's more than a month. Centuries, it's decades, it's millennials, back and forth, ahead, behind us, all of that encompassed. And that's even your own culture. All right, each culture has a beautiful aspect to it and how it makes up the world. And yes, I am African American, and Black culture is what's up. Anyway, but we welcome everybody, of course. That's the universal energy of mankind. Everybody got to be uplifted. Everybody got to be on not necessarily the same page, because I know upbringings are different, but just being in one accord with the beauty of being human and being kind. And when you could do that and your culture is seen in a different light, it's just like an uplifting vibe of humanity. 144 on the timer. That's why you wanted a 144,000 to remind people of that. No matter what race, continent, age, background, status, gender, it's a togetherness. It's an uplifting vibe of realizing we all here and we all gonna lead the same way. One day somebody gonna be watching this video and it could be years away. I'll be long gone. You know what I mean? So it's like if I could leave an imprint to remind humans to be human, to live and experience and not beat up on themselves, let alone other people. I would like to say that backwards. To not beat up on other people, let alone themselves. When we have an inner fight within, it comes out as battling people on the outside. The inner fight is tough. So we have to fight on the outside, right? You don't want to fight with yourself. You don't want to show up as self. So therefore you fight other people, and that's the projection of self. Sometimes people can project their fears on you. We hear that saying all the time. And it's because they don't want to have that inner fight with themselves. So they rather probably fight out of themselves, which is targeting other people, blaming this or that instead of taking the responsibility, or never getting out of a victim mentality, which is a hard thing to do. It was 333 and I saw 334 though. So third party energies. That's funny because I wrote 33. I saw 333 on a timer with my last reading about me, and it said me, myself, and I. All right, and 355 here on the timer. So it's something about your inner battle with self, because this was written on the 26th of February. And at 3 minutes and 33 seconds, I saw me, myself, and I. Well, I channeled that. And so when as I'm even speaking, my eye went to 333 because it was just on this timer. And I was talking about inner battle with self. A lot of people out here having an inner battle with themselves, but they rather fight other people or blame other people or cultivate off of other people. All right, it's getting real out here. 444 on the timer, but you are divinely protected. Now you know how to protect yourself from fighting other people or other people fighting you. Are you fighting you? You have a conversation with yourself now. Yeah, you probably do. You sit back, you just have a conversation with yourself. You fight that battle with yourself now. You talk it out. You become more mature. You become more elevated. You become more in tune with the Most High frequency and your ancestors and our archangels, your spiritual team, your spirit guides. So they are helping you get to the inner standing of what triggers you, who triggered you, why did this happen, why are you still in the victim mentality, or why is this wound still coming up, what is triggering something that still comes to the surface. Instead, that could be codependency in some cases. Some people codepend on a relationship, 555 on the timer, to innerly, to not face those inner battles or something. At most cases, like avoiding being alone. When you can avoid to be alone and, instead I'm gonna just go get into this relationship, or instead I'm gonna join this fraternity or this program or this career to find something that's filling a void, or to include other people because it fills a void, or to be in a relationship because it fills a void. You hear the birds chirping? They be out there. I love them. They're so beautiful. So to avoid, you're looking for a void. The spirit is saying it's time to be, I'm hearing like a hummingbird. It's time to sing your own tune. It's kind of hum, like meditation. And some of you have definitely done that. You guys are realizing how much you've healed, how much you've confronted inner battles. And on the outside, it made you drop the sword or drop the fight of a tug of war energy you may have had with someone. So when you started to face your inner battles, I'm hearing inner demons. And before I continue, inner demons, inner battles. Okay, let me just say this, because I didn't say my disclaimers. So I am going to say them. But when you decided to face your inner demons, it's crazy, because I wasn't even expecting to say that word. I was meaning to say battles, but they were inner demons, like inner wounds. When you decided to face that, Divine Collective, we did see 144 on the timer, right? When you decided to face that, you dropped the ball on a lot of people or on a lot of things. You just dropped, you resigned. You stood back, you stopped fighting with yourself. 811 on the timer. You stopped giving less of yourself to yourself. You took your worth back. You start singing to the beat of your own drums and humming. You started humming tunes that make you feel good, like a hummingbird. And that bird, they still chirping out there. It's a beautiful day. And Tanzania, okay. Tanzania, if you're watching this, what's up? So I had a video about 844 on the timer. That's crazy because I saw 8:44 a.m. This message is deep because of what I wrote. I didn't even realize I was about to go into this message. And I didn't even tell you guys what I wrote today. But it's making sense. Everything makes sense now once you started to confront your inner demons. Because when you did that, you realized you dropped the ball. A lot of people thought you was still playing the game and dribbling down the court. But you was like, no, the ball's been in my court. 922. And I don't want to play no more. I don't want to dribble. I don't want to be a rebound. Okay? Some people, you were a rebound. Or some people left you for a rebound. Or some people consider you to be the rebound, the fall guy, the backup plan. Some people wanted to keep you on a team, but they only saw it as a sport. They were only playing a game. Dang, thank you, Spirit. This is crazy. because I actually wrote this too. Okay, so this is crazy. So basically what I wrote was like, somebody is receiving karma. 10-10 on the timer. Yeah. When something ended with you, it was like the karmic cycle was starting for them. Like when your karmic cycle ended, the karmic cycle was starting for them. You know what I mean? This is deep, yo. This is deep. Oh my gosh, because this is crazy. Okay. Whew, let me breathe. Let me get some stage. When you ended your karmic cycle, Divine Collective, that's when their karmic cycle started. So people never confronted themselves before they met you. You didn't even confront yourself when you met them. But you saw a part of what you wanted in them, or what you needed, or what you lacked. So you started to really work on yourself. And you realize once you fought your inner battles, 11-11 on the timer, it became your own wish fulfillment. You put a wish out there that you wanted happiness, that you wanted love, that you wanted reciprocity, that you wanted real connections. 11-22 on the timer, whether it be platonic or not, romantic, business, life partner, soul people, whoever you connect to. You put a promise out there to yourself, what you want to do for you. But first you had to promise yourself that you know your worth. And it wasn't going to come 11:44 on the timer from anybody else but you. So you dropped the ball into people's court because you wasn't trying to play a game. You wasn't playing a role out here. You were really being divinely yourself. 12 on the dot. 3. So you had 3 strikes. You took you struck out. Yeah, 12-10, 12-11, 12-12 on a timer. December could be symbolic. And or it took you 12 months, 24 months, however many years to really stop playing with yourself. Stop putting yourself on the bleachers and sitting out as a rebound, or allowing other people 12-33 and 12-34, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 3-3-3 with 12 breaking down to 3, telling you you had 3 strikes to put stuff in order, and you struck out. So you could have felt lost in this time, and maybe in those connections got lost too. When you kept striking out, you wanted love, it kept striking out. Spirit was like, because you are allowing yourself to be played in a way, or you enabling things. Look, I did it to myself, okay? I'm not gonna kid you. Mentally too, more so it comes from the mental aspect of being in mental prison. When you feel like somebody played you in love or in life or whatever the case, you could harp on that, especially when you're not healed, especially when you haven't confronted your own inner battle. So sometimes on the outside, we have to battle ourselves by being in a karmic cycle with other people, or what's the other thing I'm thinking about? Or whether it was out of our control. We just had to go through some battles, some hardships that we didn't even see coming, thinking you on the right path, and then boom, you got some spiritual attacks coming your way, or physical attacks, or warfare. Just things happen left and right. So when you realized, I gotta fight myself, and you fighting yourself was just sitting down, but you had to step outside, and you had to be fought with your emotions, or maybe you really got into a physical altercation with someone possibly, or somebody just wanted to fight you, or someone was spiritually fighting you, like by draining your energy or ciphering. So that these people were fighting with you on the outside because they saw that you were losing your inner battle, So they were winning the battle on the outside. You get what I mean? Yeah. So people knew you were innerly losing your battle with self. So they were able to beat you on the outside. And when your physical body took form and got weak, Spirit said you need to rest. Or when your financial pockets got a little low, Spirit said, oh, you need to rest. And what I mean by that, maybe you were financially assisting others, or maybe you just wasn't spending wisely, or a mixture of both, or maybe bills was taking it, so it was stressing you. Your body was taking a toll. When I actually walk and work out, I feel like a mile is a mile away, or if I go a mile, I'm dropping off so many loads on that mile. So if I drop a mile, like every step I take on this mile, I'm dropping loads. I'm thinking about number 2. Oh my God. Like shit about to hit the fan. You took so many loads that shit hit the fan, okay? Anyway. But you dropped them. That shit ain't holding you back no more, is it? You get what I mean? All right. So, you a powerful ass, magical ass, demure. What's that word? People keep saying. Let me actually look that up. Where's my other phone? But you are all the things that people are like, wow, this is a beautiful person. I'm hearing a beautiful creature. Okay, let me see what this word is before this phone. Yeah, demure. Very demure. Reserved, modest, and shy. Typical use of a woman, a demure young lady. Giving a modest appearance. Yeah, you're very demure, okay? You're like a muse about here. People are like, you so simple too. It ain't like you put on anything to stand out. You just stand out. You're not playing a part, going back to that. You ain't playing a role. So you have people who fear your truth and try to mix up the truth by jumbling up words or doing wordplay. And then I heard play a part, a role, and then play your role. Some people try to portray as you, pretend like they were you. But see, you dropped the ball. A lot of people thought they was gonna keep playing you, but you was like, nah, I fought my inner battles now, and on the outside, I'm dropping the ball. It's like when you won your battle, the ball dropped in the physical court. When you won your spiritual battle, and you kept dribbling, but when you won, you stopped chasing. Either you was chasing somebody to love you, chasing a validation, chasing appreciation, chasing support, chasing drinks back. Maybe you depressed. Whatever it was you was chasing, you let it go. Sometimes it's still hard. If you're getting through something, take your time, be patient with you. But you let it go. So when you spiritually stop chasing, the physical, that ball dropped. And a lot of people was like, hold on, the person, where'd they go? Like turn around, like you ghost, okay? Oh, they was ghosting you or something. Oh, you ghost them. Oh, they was over missing and using you or over appreciating you. Oh, but now they realize they didn't appreciate you. The appreciation was gone. You realize I ain't getting no appreciation. You was like, I ain't getting no appreciation. I gotta go. Or I ain't getting whatever. I gotta go. Or this move, I realize I don't want to be by mountains. I want to be by water. Or I realize I like a city vibe, not a beach vibe. Suburban life, not a country life, whatever. I like my hair like this, I don't like it like that. Or it's whatever. You're not seeking validation. So when you drop the validation from others or being entangled or blah, 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 you got your due justice. Because I did write due justice at 8:33 a.m. Now at 8:22 a.m., that's when I heard someone who stole from you is receiving karma. Y'all see this? This was at 8:22 a.m. Excuse me, spiritual burp. And I did burp at the beginning of this reading. Yeah, that was a big one too. Somebody receiving it. And that the karma is, because, okay, I don't like putting karma out to people. Like, I don't want to put no bad karma out to anybody. That's why it's mindful of what are your intentions to people. What you put out is what you get back. You put out pure intentions, so you're going to get that back. It may take a minute. It may take, like I heard, 2, 24, 12 months from December to whenever, maybe 24 years. It takes a minute because you have to replant yourself. You know how a plant, you kept having to replant a seed, and then you start to blossom, then boom. So you got to replant again. It could have taken some years. It could have made you disappear. And that's what made you stay in a karmic cycle, possibly as well. Which is why when your karmic cycle ended, their cycle began. Because at first of all, they never met nobody like you. Because I wrote that too. Where is it? Oh, that was on this part. I forgot I wrote that on this page. I thought this was going to be a different reading. So that's why I wrote it. I wasn't even going to reference this, but that makes sense. Okay, so at 8:48 a.m., I also heard a lover / old lover misses a divine feminine. And they may have met other divine feminines or other people, but none like you. Not quite like you. 22:33 on the timer. 22:34. Yeah, it's like they struck out with you. A lot of people did. Whether it is a lover or somebody you love, what you love to do in life, blah, blah, blah. Something struck out. And you stop playing when you strike. You just like, I'm sick of hurting myself. I don't want to feel like I'm causing these losses in my life. Some losses are self-inflicted. Some losses we can't determine, predict. You know, we can't change. It's the intentional portion of yourself. And you intentionally probably hurt yourself at times or wanted to. And, you know, my sympathy to you all, if that's the case, because I've been there. Definitely been there. All right. There was a time where I didn't. Okay, let's just put it that way. And I said, okay. I thought about one of my favorite movies. Well, actually, my favorite movie of all time, Purple Rain, Prince. And there was a scene in there. Let me put my disclaimer. Purple Rain, Prince. Go back to that about the scene. But my disclaimers, because I still haven't said it, and I do apologize. We're all up in here. But they're in the description box too. I'm not a psychic. All right. I am just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator. My spiritual team guides God, Gaia, the universe, the Most High Source, in the purest love energy possible. So we remove any dark entities, dark energies, evil eye vibes, evil eye vibers, and negativity from this space. This is not to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs into your life. I am one reader. You may resonate with another one. That's cool, okay? Find a reader that's best for you. But just keep in mind your free will, discernment, intuition are key factors. And this is a non-judgment zone. We ain't judging. No. This is the energy zone over here. This is what's coming out. All right? And I'm just rolling with the message. So it's not to judge anyone. This is a uplifting Zen zone, clarity zone, spiritual zone, creative zone, loving zone over here. Healing zone. All right, we got to heal. So that's the zone if you need it. If it don't resonate though, don't eat that food on the plate. And if the Cinderella slipper don't fit, don't force it. But I appreciate you guys as always. I'm very humbled, honored for each and every one of you. You can like the video, share it if you want. If you want to email me, it's in the description. All right, so yeah. And welcome to everybody. If this is your first time, what it up? You can always subscribe if you want to stay on board and see what Spirit has in store as we continue to uplift ourselves, each other, and humanity. Going back to the beginning, humanity is the healing. So I was watching Purple Rain. When I used to watch them, and I still do. My family got irritated with me because I would cry if my mom wouldn't let me watch it. So they'll watch it 24/7, 7 days a week. And I'm a little girl. I don't know how and why I was able to watch that movie, for those of y'all who know. And yes, for those of y'all who don't know. Yes. Y'all see my Prince and Michael tat. I always gotta do that, you know. Goldie, the golden child. She's bomb.com. Okay, Goldie, I'm going to write a review today. I've been meaning to write her a review. You should check her out. The Glitch Gallery, Golden Child. She my tattoo artist and she's amazing. Don't mess with her either. Ancestors don't play about their people, I'm just gonna say. And that's what you have to realize. Your ancestors don't play about you. You hear them birds chirping? These ancestors chirping. They talking. They humming for you, boo. They making sure you getting through this. Yes. So I used to watch that movie all the time. And there's a scene in there, as I got older, I would watch it. I'm like, wow. And there's a scene in there where he's so depressed. His family is like falling apart. And he feels like, I don't want to be here. His career's falling apart. And he starts to get upset. And then he starts thinking about possibly ending his life. And you see him contemplating, and how he's going to do it. And then he just gets mad and rages out and starts like throwing stuff everywhere. He has a deep cry after that. This is Purple Rain with Prince, the movie. All right. So when Prince did that, and rest his soul, the artist, such a great dope ass soul. Man, that man is shit. That man, I just hate that his physical form isn't here. He was such a pioneer and like a beautiful ass vessel. Beautiful. I'm just happy to have connected with him in the living form of my life and the memories. Thank you for that. 28 on timer. Thank you. That's 10:10. And today's the 28th. Okay. All right. Prince Rogers Nelson. Okay. The artist formerly known as Prince. He was no slave though. He stopped playing the game. Thank you, spiritual team. Like how this is coming full circle. He stopped playing the game with this music industry. He said, no, I ain't playing no games with y'all. I'm getting all my royalty. I'm speaking the truth. And that's when he wrote slave on his face. At a period of time, that's what he wrote. He was like, I'm not your slave. That's when his symbol took form. I always loved the symbol because it's like the man and the woman Ankh symbols. And he just created his own artistry of it. So you are a creator of your own artistry, Divine Collective, when you stop playing. And these people didn't know how to respond to you, just like they didn't know how to respond to Prince when he stopped playing. Okay, I really love how this message is coming, because you dropped the ball in the court. Prince was like, oh, hell no. And he did it the old school way. A lot of people, and that's the thing about why I love him. He knew that technology was going to get to where it was with music. He says this in interviews. When he was speaking wokeness, he was a woke individual. His real name was Prince. That's his real name. He's very talented, multifaceted. Okay? So when he did the contemplation of his life in that movie, it was a time in my life where I did that same contemplation. And I thought about that scene in that movie, 30 on the timer. Thank you, Spirit. I thought about that scene in that movie at that time. Yeah. And I said, okay, well, what can I use? And I cried. I did. Because I was like, wow, that scene, it's like, in a sense, it saved me in that moment, because I sprung up to do something. Like Prince sprung up and he just started hitting everything, putting his frustration out, fighting his inner battle. He just was fighting his inner battle in that scene. Thank you, spiritual team. He was fighting and fighting and fighting his inner battle in that scene. And he won. And what did he end up finding? Thank you, spiritual team. Thank you, Prince, for coming through this message. I'm telling you, this is a deep ass message. Whew. What did he find in that scene when he fought himself? He found his divine inheritance. 3144 on the timer, which is 444. His divine inheritance was protected in a space that whole time. He didn't even know it was there, in the same house as him. I want y'all to, if y'all watch that movie, it's probably not a movie for a lot of people, but it's a deep meaning to it. And I think at the time I was like 4 up until now watching that movie. Like my family, if you were to call, like, who I grew up with, hey, what movie did she watch all the time growing up? Purple Rain. Everybody's gonna say it. I'll be like, yeah, it did. And I still have the same VHS. It's in, I gotta go get it, but yeah, I still have it. But anyway, he found his divine inheritance that connected him to his bloodline, and he looked at what he could do with it, and he cultivated a legacy that is the song Purple Rain. And let's think about Purple Rain now. How many years? That movie came out in the year I was born, 84. The movie is, or the song too, is 40. Yeah. 40 years. Yeah, I'm telling my age. It is what it is. Don't really care. You only feel as old, young or old as you feel, right? Something like that. But it's a gift to age. It is. But he found his divine inheritance, yo. He found it, 3333. And he gained another 3. So he ain't striking these 3 out, okay? He said, I'm going to strike out every time, though, but in a different way. Like, man, you struck out. Like, you a strikeout. Like, you a knockout. But you reversing the meaning. Like, you striking high. Like, you above it. You strike so high up. And you can't be missed. Like, you're not missing falling down anymore, or when someone wants you to fall down. And unfortunately, there were some people that wanted you to fall down and wanted to steal your divine inheritance. But Spirit said this whole time it has been divinely protected within you, possibly in your home, and it's time to cultivate it. Even if it's a family business or whatever, or if it's something that you want to do from scratch, whether it's cooking more or working out, whether it's joining a place that, like a yoga team, I don't know, going after something that you want to do that's not conventional, that's not ideal. That's not common. Like entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is more common, yes. But you're like an uncommon one because your approach is going to be completely different. And it's going to surprise people. It's going to surprise you. And maybe it already is. Because you stopped fighting yourself. Now you're in the winning time. I don't even want to say winning season. I mean, this is the season of the wins to begin. Planting your seeds and watching them grow. It's like nurturing a plant. I saw a quote. I can't remember. Or maybe it was a guy saying this. But he was like, I love to be able to take care of a plant. I gotta find it. It was something about taking care of a plant is identifying that I could take care of something that needs me. Or what was it? Oh man, it was something. It was really like a powerful statement because a plant can't do nothing on its own. And the way you nourish this plant is how you have been nourishing yourself. Maybe you have some plants that you now have been taking care of. That's crazy because I still have my two. I can't really bring them in here, but if y'all look back at some of my older videos, they up in there. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but we gonna see. And they still hanging on. They had their moments. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I have like little nieces and nephews, and one of them was like plicking off the leaves on one. I was like, no. And then after that, like that one started to kind of go through a stage, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta save it. These are like little babies. So the sun is coming out, so they happy. So it's like planting your seeds and watching it flourish bit by bit. No matter what seed that is. If it's not an actual plant, it's a seed of your gifts to flourish, your Akashic knowledge, your goals, to replant it if you need to and start from scratch. Maybe you want to be a singer. Maybe you do want to be an actor. You have the right intentions. So somebody also, hold on. I don't know if I'm going to get any cards. I might, because this message is just coming out, but intentions. Okay, their karma. So what their karma is shifting and sharing. Their karma is shifting and shaping into the reality of their intentional bad intentions towards you. If it wasn't bad intentions towards you, it's just like their bad intentions towards anything. Like their reality is now becoming that. They're probably starting to see the bad intentions of other people. And then that makes them think about you, someone that they miss. Because they realize now that you had good intentions. So the fact that your good intentions are now out their life, they are now realizing the bad intentions of people in their lives. Okay. So it's going from unfair to fair. Then I heard balancing acts, and I heard unbalanced to balance. And that's when I heard people fear your truth, and they try to jumble up the truth by playing a role or trying to be your role. And I heard soldier harvest by harvesting off of your glow. So people just wanted you around them because you helped them glow too. Like your glow radiated on them. It bounced to them too. See how this light just bounced when I said that? But your glow like radiated to them to help let them glow. But see, they realized you were losing your inner battle. So allowing their glow to radiate onto them, they could like kind of take on those wins. And that's the thing about your light. And it's unfortunate that this is energy that keeps reappearing. So I did hear that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So I heard why. And I said, why does this keep happening or reappearing in shapeshifters? Every battle, what they say, new levels, new devils. That's why. 40 exactly on the timer. I love that because 40 years ago, we said Purple Rain came out. The reason why they keep reappearing is because new levels, new devils. If you can off yourself, they win. If you can keep yourself in a dark, dark space, they win. If you can keep yourself second guessing your talents and quality, they win. Questioning your worth, it's like they win. You was like, I'm not playing this karmic cycle no more. I'm dropping the ball. And when you drop the ball, they thought that they still on the basketball court running around. Now they're looking at rebounds and other players, 40, 44 on a timer, that they could take your spot. Yeah, play your role. I did hear that. Relationship, a job, a tenant, I'm hearing, maybe your residence, they want you out, but you probably done everything you could do. And the times is hard out here. Sometimes it's not that they want to put you out. It's just like, man, I got put out, or spirit. Ooh, my throat. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I didn't realize I've been talking for a minute. But sometimes you get put out, and even if you got put out, for example, of a space, or your home and your car got taken, or whatever you cultivated, like a business, I don't know. I'm hearing like a building like you could have been an owner, something with entrepreneurship. Like maybe you just didn't feel like you could continue with it or something, but you felt like you were out. But when you was like, okay, I can't force what happens, I just have to let it be. You stop playing and you kind of start tapping more into yourself. And with that being said, what happened was you were able to invite in the balance. Invite back what people stole from you. Stop a karmic cycle. So new levels bring new devils. Even like with Prince, even like with Prince, he these people, like I mentioned, didn't know how to play the game with him no more, and he started speaking so much knowledge, spiritual knowledge too. The man is very, very spiritual. Very spiritual. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Because he had a son. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but the son died at birth. And I want to say this was in 1997 or 98. I think it was around that time. He was married to, I think her name was Mati. They were such a beautiful couple. And I believe that's kind of what strained their relationship. So yeah, he had a baby, and rest his soul. So he still birthed so many things on this earth for us to reference to. And like I said earlier, one day this video could reference somebody some years later. Who knows? But I am just going to say this. Things are shifting for you, Divine Collective. Real people are showing up. And some are going to reappear because they probably need to apologize, because I wrote this too. Plus, it's the only way to clear their karmic debts. Okay, Spirit, I see. You got me doing this card deck. Is this the... Their karmic debts. Oh, and then I heard people saw your spirit. Oh, this is why you want me to... Okay. People saw your spirit before / when you were born. And I said are young, because they were older. So you have some older souls and some older spirits. Like, for example, if you tap into your spiritual quality and then a baby is born, or you know a baby is about to be born, maybe you might get an inner knowing or download about that. So you as a baby, or this baby is just coming to the world, they don't know that you're tuned in like that. So you're like this baby and this young adult or this young child who just living your life before your actual spiritual awakening came full bloom. But other people around you already had experienced major spiritual awakenings. So they knew exactly what your spirit was when you were, before you were born, or when you were born, or when you were young. Because some people were older. So some people, you were this, let's say you're 10 years behind them. So maybe they were 10 when you were born. But when they 20 and you 10, they start to get some spiritual inclination. But see, you're 10, maybe you weren't actually fully aware of spiritual things. So then by the time you 20, you start getting some spiritual inclinations. But they 30 and they don't experience more spiritual things. So they know, they still like are very highly in tune of your spirit. So some people knew the more they would live, the more they saw your spirit. And this could shapeshift. But see, you see shapeshifters, and your energy been shaped into. And this, I'm hearing shaping, like shaping and shifting at the same time. That's why people don't know what your next game plan is, because you ain't playing the game no more. You ain't playing. And this is why you rising up. You like this Prince Vessel out here. Prince Rogers Nelson, okay? His legacy, who he is. He had to tell and speak some evil truths, I'm hearing that. I'm seeing his eyes like, ooh, like that real, when he looking at people like, okay. And what did he say before? He said, a person that play me plays themselves. Yeah, a person that plays me. Oh my gosh, he actually said that. Oh my gosh. And I'm just talking about play a role. Let me see if I can find it. This might go over 50 minutes, but hopefully not. Prince, a person who plays me plays themselves. Okay, here we go.
May not go into a situation expecting someone to play you or to diss you or to act a fool in the process. But if in fact that does happen, how then does the artist, for example, protect himself even?
Well, I can't be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
Yo, that's the icing on the cake for this video. Thank you, Prince. I cannot make this shit up. I done wrote. Oh my gosh, played a part. Yo, okay, we gonna title this with you, Prince, okay? Because ain't nobody played you. First he said, first of all, let's listen to that again.
May not go into a situation expecting someone to play you or to diss you or to act a fool in the process. But if in fact that does happen, how then does the artist, for example, protect himself even?
Well, I can't be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
Yo, I love Prince. He is thebomb.com. I want to see if there's more to it. I know there's like another part of the interview. Oh my God, I just love it. Let me see if I can find a longer one. This is the picture that I was talking about with his eyes. He really showing up. I can't be played. A person tries to play me plays themselves. Yo, I'm gonna end it there, Divine Collect. Oh, no. Okay, let me get these. So the shapeshifter, okay, runes, the original, the ancient divination. You the original one. They can't ruin an original one. Look at the act. Look at take action, no hesitation, act now. These people, look, I'm hearing cut, scene cut, take, roll date. This is crazy. These people was trying to play and cut you out a scene. But see, you heard the spirit of it. Oh, clairaudience, hearing spirits are the divine. You heard it. You heard a play. Yeah, that's why you took a break. Take a break, and it says time to rest. Pause. Don't overwork yourself. Yep. You stop playing. You don't overwork yourself no more. You know when to take a break. You gonna take a break anyway, because your crown isn't. Look, is intact. Your crown chakra is intact. Wisdom, divine connect, removing ego. Yep, you removed your ego. The inner balance with ego, you removed it, and then you received your crown. A lot of people don't remove that ego mentality, but they wear a physical crown, but they haven't received that spiritual crown. You have received the spiritual crown in knowing how to remove your ego. Some people love themselves too much to remove their ego, or love the validations of others too much, and having an ego makes them more in the scene in order to play a role and to keep a crown, but they haven't worked on their crown chakra. Okay, look at this. Indigo aura, new soul, highly sensitive, starseed. Yeah, and that's why you are like this new soul out here, because you have a lot of ancestral work. And share your gift, that you got to share your gift to do. This is beautiful. Spirit guides, genealogy, ask for help. See, your ancestors are like, ask for help. Even when like Prince, his energy coming through, he's like an ancestors of the divine collective. Okay, those are our ancestors. I saw 51, 55 on the timer, and they were here to share their gift, and they're passing it to you. It's like they're passing the baton. So even like with Purple Rain, he found a box of divine inheritance that he could cultivate and live off of, or not even live off of. He didn't realize he was going to probably live off of it. You are sitting on your divine inheritance. Maybe you want to have your own business and things, but you're sitting on something that you could just live off of for the rest of your life, no matter what the economy does, no matter what these politics do, no matter what these entertainment influences got, no matter if somebody cut you out and gossip about you, no matter if things are going great with the world and everything in it is happy-dory, you still are sitting on something that will birth a lifetime of, you don't got to worry about nothing, because you just got an inner gift. Share your gifts. Your gifts are meant for others. Yep. So yeah, clear sentences, gut feelings, reading energy well. You already know how to read energy well. Look at the inner child. Look at that. I was just talking about when I was a little girl and I watched Purple Rain. Self-love, fun times, child healing. A lot of people know to do their inner work. Inner work is usually healing that inner child. Those inner child wounds. Yeah, the sacral chakra. To help balance your sacral emotions and creativity in your sexuality. Like I said, some people want to be in a relationship after relationship because maybe the sexual drive is driving them to get motivated. Excuse me, spiritual burp. Yeah, that could be happening. But really, that sexual drive is causing drains, like draining energy or low vibes. Even though they could be driving and think they get in the head, it's not fulfilling them in some shape, way, or form. Or now they realizing this person isn't, because it could have just been a person that they put to play your role. And if it's not anything of that nature with love, so that's TMI, I get it. But it could be people who wanted you to drive their, like you had all this drive and determination, or you were giving them so much drive and determination to pursue and do. But you were lacking that gas for yourself. 54:44 on the timer. And so when you lack that gas yourself, you had to go within your inner child, because you realize you kept Again, you were playing with yourself. You wasn't trying to do that no more. So you were able to now focus on your sexuality, creativity, and your emotions. And you know the proper action to take when it comes to those. Okay, somebody definitely would want to try to visit you. Astral projection, out of body experience, psychic knowledge by touching. See, somebody, okay, big change, take action, energetic. Some people are trying to visit you and just, I'm hearing like touch you or try to get a feel of you again, to figure out things with you. Something big is changing. Yep, this is about to be rough patches. Thank you, Spirit. I was about to shuffle, but Spirit was like, no. Something big is changing for these people. It's a rough patch, period of hard times and devastation. I can't make that up. When your karmic cycle stopped, their karmic cycle began. And it's going to have some rough patches and moon phases, like ups and downs here. Things coming to the end. Yep, this is a part of the soul contract. It says karmic contracts, healing in cycles. I cannot make this shit up. Yo. Yeah, rewriting the future. This is why somebody tried to rewrite the future by playing your role. Or maybe they rewrote the future when they didn't choose you and they kept you as a rebound. So something got rewritten. Actions are changing your life path. And now, again, the paths, you stop playing that role. The paths changed. Because what was meant for them, because they was harvesting off of your good energy or just your glow, they were able to flourish. But that's being rewritten because that's coming back to the rightful owner, which is you. Just like Purple Rain, he found the box of his divine inheritance. Your divine inheritance is yours. No matter if somebody tries to astral project or touch you, they can't. Your spiritual anointing is just that. You got too many high ancestors around you for anybody to come at you. People see your heart now. A lot of people know your heart chakra, love, forgiveness, compassion. Yeah, soul family. So people, this could have been people of your soul family, multiple soul connections, but that's okay because you've gotten to the root of things. You planted again those seeds now, grounded, secure, stable, basic needs. You just with the fundamental basis of life. I'm hearing bare necessities from the Jungle Book. Life a jungle out here, but you realize I just need the bare necessities and I'm gonna make it. Some people, yeah, this is what those people embrace: energy healing, witchcraft, practicing witchcraft. Witchcraft could go positive or negative. Some people could be Reiki people or saying they got a healing touch when there's really some demonic witches are here, or witchcraft. I don't know. I'm hearing something like that. I'm hearing hexes. What is going back? I'm hearing lean back. Now lean back. Now lean back. What song is that? Like you lean, like it's like a matrix. Lean back. These people, they hexes. Whatever they do when they spell work is not spelling anything anymore. I'm hearing Ouija board. That Ouija board ain't spelling. If it is, it's coming right back to them. People are crazy. I mean, I don't understand it. Yeah, that's why you've been a hermit. Because see, pink aura and yellow aura. Unconditional love, artistic, forgiveness. Again, forgiveness is here. Happiness, friendship, confidence. Somebody wants your forgiveness. Your aura missing. Because you were a hermit. Thank you, Spirit. Soul searching a long time. Yep, grounded, needed. And that's why these people have to get grounded. When you went into hermit, they had to step firm on their ground. Arc yourself with nature. They had to get in tune with themselves in the spiritual alignment, or the spiritual alignment, because I saw out of alignment. But they had a spiritual awakening because they were out of alignment. Unlocking abilities, awareness, and change. Life and chakras need alignment. Look, ending the cycle. Because you ended the cycle. Your spiritual awakening has magnified. Now they're in a cycle of the dark night of the soul vibe. because you ended a cycle. Thank you, spiritual team. I was about to say, I hope I see this car. I was about to shuffle and everything. I've been trying to shuffle. It was like, no, keep just pulling from the bottom of the deck. And I'm happy I did. I know it's over an hour, but look at this. Ended a cycle, lessons learned, fresh starts. And that was the karmic deck. Imbalance, karma, karmic lessons. That's that karmic debt, because I said, so apologizing to you is the only way to clear their karmic debts. I wrote that shit. And it's because you a whole ass healer out here. You heal anything and anyone. Energy, healthcare, helping others. Yep, ancestral healing. Those who have passed on are even helping you as a healer. Ending unhealthy family cycles. That's what you're doing. Yep, because you have a green aura. Teaching, learning, and healing. I'm going to end it there. This is you are doing beautiful. Ooh, you're doing beautiful. You're doing beautiful. I'm about to end it because this is going a little higher than in the time. 101 on the timer. 10101. But Divine Collective, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did watch it this far, I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to get in touch with me, emails in the description. Don't force the fit of this message if it does not resonate. Much love and light to you. Namaste.